Hi, how's everyone? Thanks for coming back. Hello and welcome. If you are new, I'm glad you found me. We're doing the Hidden Truth reading today. It is Tuesday, right? Yeah, because football was last night. So we are
Why did you come?
Why did you go? Oh, we are using the Ghost app today, like I'm going to continue doing through spooky season.
I can't speak.
I can't speak, it says.
Alcohol.
Alcohol. Uh-oh. Somebody is having a good time. So what we're doing is I take the deck, I split it in the middle, take the three from the middle. The one on the left here is the facade. The one in the middle is the reality. And the one on the right is advice. Okay, then we'll probably go to the bottoms of the decks. You know me, I like to get wordy. So that is the Hidden Truth reading today. So let's get started. What was the facade? So from the Animal Wisdom deck, you dropped the Peacock, which is the star, but in reverse. Now this came out in reverse for the last reading, or like two readings ago. And it's talking about being directionless. The star is, again, the North Star, your personal North Star, what your soul is pointing towards on your journey in this life. It could be any kind of goal. It could just be experiencing life itself. But without
Your leg.
your leg, my fucking leg. And it's saying, in the reverse, it's saying that there's kind of a feeling of rudderlessness. If you think about na- navigation, sailing,
Solid.
this feels like Scorpio energy because it's stillness in the water. It's a still ocean, and it's windless and quiet, and it feels like you're kind of just in the doldrums. You're just sitting in nothingness for a minute. It's kind of like, which way do I go? And you're trying to calibrate towards that North Star. In the Peacock card, he is looking in a puddle, and the reflection is a starfish. But he also sees his reflection. So this may indicate that you're feeling a little rudderless. We also have the Seven of Swords, but on the reverse side for the vice versa deck. And this is owning up to the harm that somebody caused. Someone was dishonorable here. And now there's a feeling of being directionless. And it has to do with a lover's choice, okay? The reality here is we've got the devil in the... wait, the devil? Yeah, the devil in the reverse. Okay, now we had the devil in the reverse last time too in a different deck, and that's talking about liberation. Okay, being in devil energy, it's Capricorn energy. This is the god of karma, and it is being stuck in karmic lessons. Okay, and then it was a choice, interestingly. Sure. Because the devil has the lovers in chains, and here on the facade we have the lovers in the upright. So the lovers is a choice where two people go into it with good intentions and with love and acceptance and cooperation. And then in the devil card, it's them in that situation, but it's turned toxic. Okay, and they can't get out of it. But they can't get out of it, but it's a choice. Okay, in the reverse, it's talking about those chains are breaking. All right, this is literally sneaking out behind the devil, right? The devil has his back turned, and now you're getting. We also have a Knight of Cups here. This is Scorpio energy. This is somebody. Let's see. Listens to their heart. It says, listen to your heart. Listen to his heart. Idealistic, charming, diplomatic, and romantic. So maybe that's the qualities that you're using here. because we have a six
Rosary beads.
Six of Wands in the reverse. So this is feeling like a defeat, that the energy put in was futile and that there was a failure. Okay. In the advice, we have a 10 of Wands. This is the Scarab Beetle. I love in this card how 4 of those wands are on fire. Okay. So it's like the only thing that's um ignited, illuminated, is a 4 of Wands. And what is the 4 of Wands? But the happy home, right? The foundations of building something for the future with someone else. The 10 of Wands talks about releasing burden. It's difficult, the ghost said. So this is an end, a release. The 10s are the end of a cycle, and this is an ability to transform. It says, don't push yourself beyond your endurance or exceed your limits, okay? So the 10 of Wands is about putting down that burden. It's also about delegating, asking people for help where you need it. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Oh no, Wheel of Fortune upright. I don't have reversals in this deck. Hi, baby. Yeah, timeless turning, cycles, fate, destiny, times always change. That's the advice, is to, I heard, absolutely shake it off because times change. Okay? And you're putting in the work. If we've got an 8 of Pentacles here. All right? This is dedication and work. It's concentration too on making something. The ghost said,
scared?
Are you scared? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Hi, baby. No. No, ma'am, I'm busy. Ignores light. Oh yeah, my light always flickers. Okay, so let's go through this again, you guys. What is the facade? The facade is that you're directionless, okay? Because somebody has to own up to the harm that they caused with this lovers, okay? So some may feel like they've been put out. Some may feel, I don't have a 5 of Pentacles here, so there's not like that kind of loss. But there was a loss of direction. There was a loss of a wish and a dream. And it's where your heart points. Your heart always pulls you in certain direction because it knows it's home. And even though we go on this grand adventure that is life, the heart always wants to go back home. So it feels like maybe a bit of homelessness feeling here, like the heart is lonely and not sure where it should go. The facade is, yeah. Hang on, let me get it, because they're telling me I'm beating around the bush, so let me just listen real quick. They're showing me the scene in A Bug's Life where they're all marching and like a leaf falls in their way and they freak out because they can't continue the line, and the one ant is like, I'm lost, and it was just such a tiny little inconvenience that fell in front of him, and he fell apart, right? Until the older ant was like, look at me, follow me, we're going to go around the leaf. Okay, and it was such a simple, elegant solution that they were all mesmerized. That's the scene they're showing me with this star in the reverse. Somebody's saying, I'm lost, oh my god, how can I continue? And then the divine is standing there going, look at me, we're going to go around the leaf. Okay, so don't you know, and the thing is that you were thrown into this tizzy because somebody had caused some harm here. There's the 7 of Swords. Something was stolen, but remember, swords are mental energy. So who is hurting who? You know, this could be somebody maybe lied. Somebody had bad information. Somebody gave you bad information. Somebody was disingenuous. There was some kind of what's the word? Deception. Okay. And now with this card in the reverse, it's talking about somebody has to own up to that, right? Because they were dishonorable. And it has to do with this lovers. Now, it may have to do with the lovers situation, or the lovers card here is just telling you you have the choice to choose what you love. Okay? The facade is that you're lost. Okay? Because maybe you think that you did something horrible in this lovers because the lovers here is not in the reverse, so this doesn't feel like a breakup. You know, it doesn't feel like there's deception here in love. It feels like this is a choice. Okay? Gemini energy. The star is Aquarius energy. So we've got Aquarius and Gemini energy here in the first pile. You're not lost, but you're feeling really guilty about maybe something that you've done, or something that was done to you has knocked you off course. Okay? But there is a choice here to choose love, and they're telling me that they're telling me to remind you that you don't always have to choose another person. Okay? You can choose yourself. Because if you need to heal and you need to feel loved, then you need to turn that choice inward to strengthen yourself. You're just going to come out better. Okay? The reality here, the devil in the reverse. Yeah, you got gone, and I love it. Okay? With a Knight of Cups energy. And I love this because it's like you got out of something toxic without letting it ruin you. Okay, the Knight of Cups is, he's sweet still, he's still kind, he's still loving, he's diplomatic and romantic and charming and idealistic, and none of
Excuse me.
Diego said, excuse
Cheerful.
me, cheerful. Okay, he's cheerful too. And to be that way after deception is extraordinary. To get through, you literally sneaked out past the devil. Okay, you won. You left that devil behind. Somebody threw off the chains that were put around that love choice and got the fuck. Okay, and it's like you're coming out of the dark, but look at this beautiful knight on his horse, the bright daylight. He's shiny, he's optimistic, he's caring, he's loving. You didn't let something tarnish you. Okay, but with this Six of Wands in the reverse, you feel like it was a failure. You feel like there was a failure here. Okay, whether it's on your part or not. So the advice here is that ten of wands. Let that burden go. We also have another 10 here with the wheel of fortune. That's two tens. I mean, that's incredible. I love that. Right on top of each other. And if you look at the scarab beetle in this card, the way
Hi.
he's holding holding those branches, he looks like a wheel. And I feel like,
Benjamin.
oh, I have the name Benjamin here from the Ghost app, if that resonates with anyone. Benjamin, either coming through or in your energy somehow. Timeless turning. Oh, excuse me. I think she's licking something she's not supposed to. What are you doing? Get down. Yell at me. Sleeps all day, and as soon as I press record, she becomes a little beastie. So we've got two images of wheels in this advice stack here, okay? One is the scarab beetle with the 10 of branches. He looks like he's forming a wheel, and it's almost like I'm rolling away from this. I'm rolling away from this. And the thing that is illuminated there in that card is still four of those branches, which is the Four of Wands, of the foundation of something new. Okay. Like I said, the 10 of Wands also talks about delegating, ask for help. If you can't find somebody to help you with one of the sticks, put that down. Okay, they're showing me like the divine saying, if there's too many for your hands, then you're not meant to hold them all. Why are you picking up and carrying more than we have allotted for you to take? Okay, so part of that 10 of wands is that if there's no one to help, which, a lot of us run into that, then you have to put that down. Okay, and that may be why there's a feeling of failure here. Okay, that may be why it seems like there was a fault here, because
It's difficult.
the ghost said it's difficult. And I think the idea here is that there was something in this relationship that was quite a burden. Okay, and the fact that you had to put it down because you were holding too much made you feel like, or this other person made you feel like there was a defect in you. That's 6 of wands in the reverse: futility, failure, and defeat. Okay, but it's this 7 of swords that's sticking out to me. This is somebody who was disingenuous in this wonderful relationship. This was a lover's relationship. This was entered into with love and good faith, right? And then there was some dastardly deeds. Then somebody needs to own up to the harm that they caused because someone was dishonorable. And because of that, both of you now feel rudderless.
Am I dead?
Am I dead? It said. So with the Wheel of Fortune, it's talking about, of course, time always turning, times are always changing. And with this 10 of wands here, it's talking about an end of a cycle. But since the Wheel of Fortune is reminding you that endings bring new beginnings, okay? But a lot of us kind of block that out of fear or out of guilt, and that's kind of maybe what that 7 of swords is talking about. You can't function in that guilt, or you're gonna block the times continuing, changing. We've also got, as the last card, this 8 of Pentacles: silent dedication to work, concentrating on making something new. The ghost said, run now. So, yeah, that's the advice. The advice here is put down what you can't handle, because we never meant for you to pick it up in the first place. And whoever is making you feel like a failure because you have to put it down is going to answer to the divine. So you don't even have to worry about it. Okay, this is the end of that cycle. A reminder with the Wheel of Fortune: the times are up, times are down, but be responsible for your. Okay, how am I supposed to put this? When times are good, it's difficult again. When the wheel is up and you have abundance, they want you to remember to plan ahead for when the wheel has to go back down. Okay, when you're at the bottom, because um bridging the two is going to make those ups and downs a lot less dramatic. Okay, that's what the Wheel of Fortune always reminds me to say. Right. It said, all right. It's a reminder that, when you let go of this burden, your wheel, your timeline or whatever, it's going to go faster because you're not so burdened down, right? So get to work. 8 of Pentacles. And remember, Pentacles isn't always just about money or career. It's anything you invest in. That's Capricorn energy, investment, okay? Anything that you are investing in for a future. And I believe that future in the background here in your mind is a 4 of Wands. It's almost like it's a reboot, right? It's letting down the wands that went. Oh, they're showing me like building something with sticks, right? And it just got too discombobulated. It got too much.
Kitchen.
It got too many sticks. There were dead sticks. There were rotten sticks, and the structure was, really shitty. So now you have to pull out all the bad dead sticks, and you're going to start over with the four corners of a new foundation. And that is what, to me, is represented on this 10 of Wands with the scarab beetle. those 4 wands are still lit, which means in the back of your mind, you are working towards a new foundation with somebody. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. You know that the wheel is turning, and whatever was in the past is going to be even further in the past, and you're going to be able to roll forward into the future working on something new. Okay, investing in something new. The feeling I'm getting in this reading is that they want you to invest more back into yourself so that you can grow and be capable of doing better in the next cycle. Okay, dedication to your work, and your work in this life is always you. Okay. So let's see the bottoms of the deck. Oh, there it is. There's the Tower. Okay, yeah. It's a wake-up call. Okay. It says look for weaknesses or where you're
No way.
vulnerable. Oh, no way, it said. So yeah, there's the Tower. That's where I felt it. We also have a 7 of Pentacles. The 7. Let me picture it quick. Oh yeah, this is
It's not for you.
oh, they said it's not for you. This is waiting for something to come to fruition that actually might not. And then we have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. So in the
Closet.
closet, in the reverse, it's meaning there's something missing. Okay? In the upright, you're happy, you have your abundance,
Not likely.
you have prosperity, not likely, and personal contentment. You're just in the reverse, it's reminding you that there's something missing. And the one thing that's missing is the final cup to make this 9 of Cups a 10. But we have already seen that that final cup is on its way because
Guilty.
here's the Knight of Cups coming in. Oh, where am I? Coming in the reality. The reality, they want me to say this other person is already in your energy, but you have work to do on you. Don't forget that this person or possibility is here. It's here already. Okay. So the person is already here, but the circumstances to bring you
She's not
together.
here.
She's not here. Okay, well maybe they're not here. The Tower, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. Yeah, you do feel that something is missing. Something didn't grow the way you wanted it to. And that Tower, it's liberation. Because remember when I was describing the stick structure, and some of it was rotted, and some of it had bugs, and some of it was dead, and some of it fell over, and some of it was broken. And when you tore out everything that wasn't working, you were left with those 4 pillars for the 4 of Wands, a new foundation. Okay, well that's coming because of the Tower. But the Tower, even the Scorpio energy, and we are in Scorpio season in tropical astrology, um it's so scary because it's out of nowhere. We think it's out of nowhere.
Are you a friend?
Are you a friend? It said. The reason we think it's out of nowhere is because we constantly ignore the divine's warnings about what about this tower
I'm listening.
is not stable. And we ignore it, and we say we have to soldier on, and we just patch things in our lives, and then we feel
Simple.
like, oh my God, out of the blue, this is such a surprise. The things that I was patching now have just fallen apart, and my tower fell down. Okay, but it feels like a shakeup that we don't deserve sometimes. It feels like a shakeup that is very inconvenient. It's very destructive, but it's needed because when you look inside the tower in the Tower card, it's empty. It's dead inside. There was nothing in there for you for your good. And we keep building on it and patching it and trying to make things around it grow, right? But the divine doesn't want you to have that. Okay, that's that 10 of Wands. It was a burden you got to put down. Okay, because the Wheel of Fortune is trying to take you to a new cycle. All right, so the Tower had to come. This is the wake up call. Now you have to look around and go, where are you now? And that's
Listen.
coming in under, yeah, the ghost said, listen. Coming in under the star in reverse, you're feeling a little bit rudderless. You're feeling a little bit directionless. It's dark. The waters are calm. You're not sure where you're going, but they want me to emphasize that in this condition where it's calm and it's dark, it's a beautiful moment for you to pause and heal and take account of yourself and find out where you want to go. And just take a moment in the quiet to appreciate yourself. Appreciate where you've been. Appreciate that you came through it.
It's a gnome.
Okay? That's what they want you to do in this moment of darkness in this star reverse card. Take a moment, sit in the quiet, get your mind together, get your heart together, get your routine together, repair yourself. Okay? Repair. And if you have to take account for anything that you've done to cause somebody harm, do that. Okay? If it helps you heal, do that. Choose the Lover's card here, that choice. Yeah. They also want me to mention that the facade, part of the facade here is that it was an upright lover's relationship when it wasn't. And I feel like somebody didn't want to see that. Okay? Like I said, I don't have this in the reverse, but the Seven of Wands underneath of it is talking about this wasn't as it wasn't as shiny as you thought it was. Okay, so the failure feelings, the defeated feelings, I understand that, but they're telling you put it down because it wasn't meant for you anyways.
Close
Okay,
it.
close it. All right, let's get closed. So the what is this? The energies that we may not see coming, influences we may not see coming. We've got that Tower card. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. And we've got that Nine of Cups in the reverse. You are going to come into an energy where you just realize that the worst is over, okay? Because we have a rainbow here. Even though the Seven of Pentacles, let's just read the back of the card because some of these decks are all different. Assess things, okay? Prune and plan for growth, increase and progress, accomplishment, culmination, okay? Peacefulness, delicate tending. Tend to and nurture your goals
Jessica.
like fruit. Jessica, the ghost app is addressing you. So we had a Benjamin earlier, and we have a Jessica now. So there was a tower. Now you have the Seven of Pentacles, and it's going to become the Eight, right? Let me switch gears here for the Seven of Pentacles, because I've been dealing with the Seven of Pentacles in a different deck, and it has a kind of different meaning. So let me just switch energies here. Okay, they're talking about pruning and planning. We are in the fall. Scorpio energy. I love this time of year because it syncs up so well. Okay, Scorpio is symbol of death, right? Ruled by Pluto, the god of the dead. In this time of year where the everything that we've planted is now dying back. Okay, the growing season is over. Now we're going to gather up our pumpkins. We're going to count them. We're going to plan ahead for the winter. We're going to get rid of the ones that are already moldy, right? Think of those as your plans. Okay, think of that as the things you were trying to do in life. Go back and look at the pumpkins. Gerald is being called out. We've got a Gerald in the house. Go back and look at all the things that you have percolating in your life that you're giving energy to with that Eight of Pentacles, that you're investing in, that you're working on, that you're trying to build, and go back and look at the fruit that is rotten, the fruit that is ready, and the fruit that you need still to tend to. That's that Seven of Pentacles, okay? And then the 10 or the Nine of Cups in the reverse is saying you're going to find that once you've healed, you're going to be in a position to be ready for another try at full emotional contentment, because right now you still feel like something's missing. And what's missing is that last final cup to make that a 10 of cups. But he's here. Look at that hot Scorpio coming in, that Knight of Cups.
Come over here.
Come over, baby. Hey, come over, baby. The ghost said, come over here. This I really like. I love the energy coming off of this Knight. Okay? Yes, Scorpio energy, they can be very intense. They can be very maybe overwhelming energetically. Those are still waters that run deep. I'm always reminded of cenotes, the holes with the ocean inside. They run deep. They can be dark. They can be scary. But Scorpio represents transformation, like going through death and coming out new, constantly, every day, every moment, right? And they're very penetrating. I don't know if you've ever known somebody with them Scorpio eyes, but I've been told that it's very, almost feels invasive to make eye contact with people, because it feels like you're drilling into their psyche, right? So yeah, this could be an intense person, but the cup that he's coming with is sincere. They might not stay. Lights usually don't stay. They're initiators of something new, so this could be the initiation of like a renewal of giving love a chance. Give it a shot. I mean, them Scorpios, they're intense and they're passionate, and you might you might come out the other end kind of like disheveled. Like, if this doesn't last, you might come out of this relationship a little disheveled, a little, messy, but you're gonna sit there and
Watching
go,
you.
oh my God, that was amazing. So, yeah, let that happen, okay? But you're only going to be able to experience that if you let go of the.
Listen.
Yeah, listen, if you let go of the guilt of the one that didn't work, okay? The tower's going to happen whether we want it or not. Now, we may do a follow-up part 2 to this hidden meaning, because when I get the tower card, I've been inspired to go ahead and do a spread that I have called After the Tower. So we may do a part 2 to this hidden truth reading. If we do that, and I'm going to cut it here and then leave the ancestor oracle message and the final thoughts for the part 2, because we're already pretty long-winded with this one. So that's what we have. That's the hidden truth. The hidden truth is that you got free of devil energy, which means not only did you throw chains off of you that had become toxic, but you did learn your lesson, and karma is going to be positive for you. Okay? We can't be afraid of the wheel turning, because the wheel is going to bring the karma that we earned, and you earned good karma. Even though it feels like you were defeated, there's of course a feeling of depletion when you have fought the devil. But you have to be able to see that you are coming out stronger. Okay, so don't be afraid of this tower. You're working on good things, and the main good thing you're working on is you. Okay, I love that. So it's gonna be maybe a couple hours before part 2 comes out, but I am gonna do an After the Tower reading as a part 2 to this. So if you like my content, if you're vibing with my message, please leave me a thumbs up. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I'm available for personal readings. My email, Venmo, and Cash App are in the description. If you do send me an email for a reading, leave a comment on this video or on any of the other videos, because I don't check that email very often. I check it maybe twice a week. So if you want to contact me for a reading, drop me a comment that your email is there, so I know to go check it. Sometimes it might go to spam, so I know to check for that. Thank you for sticking with me this far. Until I see you again in the next reading. Okay, thanks. Bye.